Not a lot of people know what pH means. It's a chemical term, and actually it's the concentration of hydrogen ions in a solution. To you, you should think of, is it acid or sour, or is it alkaline, okay, which is a little more bitter. It turns out that your body likes to be somewhere in between, which is neutral. So that would be a pH of about 7. All right, so those things that make you acid are going to cause the body to hurt and ache and give you all the symptoms of disease, simply because that's how diseased cells, say let's have diseased cells in the liver or diseased cells out in the arm, tell all the rest of the body that they're sick and they need attention. And if you don't do something, I'm going to give you brain fog, I'm going to give you an ache all over feeling, and if that doesn't get better, then I'm going to tighten up your muscles and you're not going to walk very well, and then I'm going to start to destroy your joints. All of this from the body being too acid. Oh, and one more. All right, you test the pH of tumor cells. Purely acid. Purely acid. Tumors, by the way, are kind of the end of the line of people who have gone through and neglected their body and committed that malpractice I was telling you about for years. So lots of stress and anxiety, sugary foods, coffee, cigarettes, all the stuff that's put in water anyway, along with all the sugar that we eat in the corn products, etc. And meat products. Boy, are we a society that likes a lot of meat. They will turn your body acid. With the Dream Tree system, and if you'll cut back on some of that stuff, okay, you got to do two things, but with the Dream Tree system, you'll get water that is going to cut the acid way down. Now, it has a very high alkaline nature to it, or at least, well, it's not terribly brackish, but it's got a way of cutting down the acid and getting you to run a whole lot better. So that's one of the major things about that. By the way, I wanted to bring something up. Why a doctor? Why an MD? Why am I talking to you about this? Why am I risking my reputation? Why have I gone to medical school? And certainly I've got enough business and everybody thinks I've got enough money. Why would I do something like this? Well, the basic thing is I'm really tired of watching some of the normal practices extract such a heavy toll on so many of you. Okay, the medicines they're using and the lack of understanding of this basic principle that the pH has got to be right and the water in you has to be abundant and it has to be clean. When muscles start to function better, brain fog starts to go away, your skin looks better. Dr. Watanabe was telling us in his books, hey, and this was reviewed in a very prestigious gastrointestinal journal in 1983. He cured, notice that word? We all shy away from it as doctors, but he cured 3,000 patients with stomach trouble, all the way from ulcers to colitis to duodenitis, etc. One thing, cheap, effective, and very good amounts of water, just water. So that's what can be done if you understand that your body being sick is probably a cry for water, and you'd better answer that cry before you medicate it.